It is October 17th, 2012. My name is Fernando Antonio Salguero. I was kidnapped this morning while engaging in jury nullification work. I was volunteering for the group FIJA, the Fully Informed Jury Association. I was pamphletting all citizens who walk through the area of the courthouse to inform them of a juror's right to create a hung jury so that the unjust laws that are set upon this land don't go unchallenged, empowering the citizen, the individual. So I've been engaged with that with other volunteers for weeks now in front of the same courthouse, and without incident. Police officers pass us on a regular basis. Today, however, bright and early in the morning, they had an organized effort to come and harass us. They informed us that we were engaging in jury tampering, which I informed them that we were not. We were not targeting jurors. We were simply pamphleting all people, and that we had the First Amendment right under the Constitution to do so. They disputed that and said, "I don't care what you say. If you don't stop, you're going to go to jail." So they also asked for identification. When I
asked for it,
they demanded our identification, or threatened us with kidnapping. So we all gave up our identification, and I was then taken into custody. I was told that I had 2 outstanding warrants for traffic, which both incidents did happen, but they happened about 9 and 10 years ago, and they were both paid for. The tickets were paid. So they come and they take me in for booking. They start going through my belongings and they find copblock.org cards. And I informed them what copblock.org was for. They found oathkeepers.org cards, and I informed them about Oath Keepers, how there are millions of police, fire, and military, active and retired, that are willing to resist unconstitutional laws and resist unconstitutional orders when they're ordered. They didn't like that. And they also found cards because I am a firefighter of almost 11 years now, and I'm a firefighter for 9/11 Truth, because those towers did not fall from those office fires. They didn't like that either. So they take me into custody. They moved me down to a main booking area for the Burlington County Detention Center. They put me in leg irons and a belt shackle for my hands. They put them on really tight intentionally with a smirk. They led me down to this central booking area. I was taken out of the irons and ordered to strip. I was strip searched. They said, lift up your ball sack. And I firmly grabbed my scrotum and said, "There's nothing here but my balls!" They instructed me to turn around, bend over, and spread my cheeks. And I refused. I said, "For handing out flyers or for a simple traffic violation, I will not." And at that point, they relented. And I did not spread my ass cheeks. I was then put into a holding tank with a bunch of other non-violent drug offenders, hapless individuals caught up in the snare. I was moved to a nurse's station for medical evaluation. They attempted to draw my blood to document and own some of my DNA. and I refused. They attempted to vaccinate me with questionable ingredients, and again I refused. I said I will not allow my sovereignty to be violated in this way. I then articulated the argument by saying that I'm being held over for transport to another county and that I'm not going to be held here. I'm not going to serve a sentence here. They relented. They put me into another holding tank with, first they put me into a general population with a bunch of other criminals of different sorts. I was then put into a very small cell, about 5 foot wide, 9 foot long, with 2 other individuals that were waiting to be carried away by the same other county, Camden County. One of those individuals had been waiting for days for Camden County to show up. So there was no telling when I would be getting out. At about this time, my compatriots, the other Fully Informed Jury Association volunteers, did in fact post bail for me, and the jailers said, "You're being released." 4 hours later, after taunting the way children would poke at sticks when, with a tiger in a cage from a safe distance, they kept asking me questions. Are you ready to get out yet? Are you ready to go? Are you ready? You want to get out of here? I never lost my composure. I never mistreated those public officials. And eventually I was released. All told, from 8 a.m. until 6 p.m. From 8 a.m. until about 6 p.m. I was incarcerated. And now
how's the food? Did you get anything to eat?
No, I was given some meat product on a slab of white bread with some oil-based cheese that I did not eat, and they gave us high fructose corn syrup, orange flavored drink, and I had 1/2 pint of that. That's all that I ingested the entire time that I was there. Overall, I used my time with the other prisoners, paying attention to the pigs and their relationship to the slave state. Speaking of which, don't talk to cops. I used that time to focus my energy and my intentions. I used that time to strengthen my own core. I was silent for almost all of my time there, both because I wanted to keep my cool and also because I needed to keep my competitive edge, as I was in a general population with a wide variety of other surly characters, be they violent or not. There was a wide variety of them, and I wanted to make sure they all kept their distance, and they did. And that's my story up to this point for today, but we still have tomorrow. Oh, they also stole $53 from my wallet in cash. My wallet is empty of cash. They also stole my black oxide Leatherman multi-tool, which is very difficult to find, and I'm never without a Leatherman. So I have to go and petition the King's Court to get that back. That's my property. All laws, property law. And at this point, we are considering our legal options, going after the Burlington County Sheriff's Department, as well as the individual officers, which were informed that they were breaking the law at the time that they were breaking the law, violating the First Amendment, and accusing us of jury nullification when we were not engaged, accusing us of jury tampering when we were not engaged in jury tampering. We were simply educating all citizens that they have the right and responsibility to refuse and resist unjust laws with everything that they have, including the ability to create a hung jury and acquit individuals that are accused of breaking unjust laws. And that's all I have to say at this time.